Hi guys, I'm Mike, and welcome to the first video on this channel. You might know me from my other YouTube channel ProjectElon, which has just hit 500,000 subscribers. Today, I'll be taking you through my daily routine that keeps me super productive, and later on in the video, I want to talk to you about the number one productivity tip that I started doing 4 years ago that has helped me significantly improve my long-term productivity. I wake up at 6 AM and I arrive at the office at around 7 AM. I'm extremely fortunate to have an office in the tallest building in Vietnam where I can completely shut off from the world and focus on what needs to be done that day. As I was born in the UK and I am living in Vietnam now, today I will be studying Vietnamese. I spend about 7 hours a week studying Vietnamese, as well as speaking it, or at least trying to speak it, throughout the day. I wanted to start this channel because I wanted to show that being productive doesn't necessarily mean studying 14 or 15 hours a day every day. In the short term, that might be possible, but in the long term, it's certainly not healthy. My daily routine is designed to make me as productive and as efficient as possible in the long term. And that last bit is important, in the long term. I do a minimum of 10 hours of work a day, although also remember it's about the intensity of those 10 hours, not just the number of hours done. I exercise for at least 1 hour a day, whether it's going to the gym or boxing or any other sport. And at the end of the day, I have 1 hour of recreation time. This can involve going out with friends or just simply reading a book. Also keep in mind that this is my schedule. Everyone has their own abilities. Some will struggle to study for 4 hours a day. Others can easily sit there for 12 hours. So you do you. Just make sure you're pushing yourself to get the most out of every day. And that leads me on to my number one productivity tip that really has significantly improved my productivity since I started using it a few years ago. And honestly, I've kind of already told you it. Plan your day in advance, at the very latest the night before, and create your own daily routine that maximizes your productivity. Your day should include at least 3 parts: studying or working, exercising, and relaxation. If you haven't already, consider getting a task list on your phone. When you're planning your day, you can write all the tasks that you need to be completed within that day, with the most important tasks at the top of the list and the least at the bottom. I can't stress enough how important the first hour of the day is as soon as you wake up to the overall productivity of your day. If you have a slow and lazy morning, the rest of your day will probably continue like that. If, as soon as you wake up, you know exactly what tasks need to be done and you get straight onto them, you'll start feeling positive and productive straight away, which will set the tone for the rest of the day. That is why planning the day in advance and having a productive daily routine is so important. The second part of the day should always include some kind of exercise. A study in 2009 conducted by Dr. Charles Hillman of the University of Illinois found that there was a clear correlation between exercise and how well a student could concentrate. Hillman's research revealed that after a steady 30-minute walk, pupils would perform better when it came to problem solving by 10%. Exercise was also found to boost the mood of the students and contribute towards a healthy mind so that they could operate at peak performance for longer. At 5 PM, I usually go boxing or to the gym for 1 to 2 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. At around 7 PM, I go to a coffee shop pretty much every night and get a few more hours of work done. The change of working environment helps keep things interesting, and honestly, I love the coffee shop culture here in Vietnam. Usually at this time, I do the smaller tasks that need to be done, such as replying to emails, calling and chatting with other members of the ProjectElon team, replying to YouTube comments, video editing, and other small jobs. This part of the day is relatively relaxed because I've completed all my important and difficult tasks earlier in the day at the office. I make sure that I know the schedule for the following day, and I make sure to accomplish any remaining items from today's to-do list. At night time I find myself more creative than during the middle of the day, so at night I like to plan ahead and brainstorm new ideas for future videos. I'll often reflect how my day went, what I did well, and what can be improved for the next day. It's important to remember to not be too strict on yourself. If you procrastinated more than you anticipated, then that's okay, as long as it doesn't happen too often, and that's where a productive daily routine will help you. The last part of the day is my recreational time. At around 9 PM, I usually go out with friends or go out to eat or do something completely unrelated to work. Relaxation is incredibly important in staying at maximum productivity for long periods of time. It ensures you have time to rest and recover and helps avoid burnout. For me, 1 hour at night is about right. This is my first video on this channel, so I'd love to hear what you think about it in the comments, and if you liked it, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, and I'll be posting more videos on productivity and personal development in the next few weeks. My next video will be a 2-hour study with me video on the 72nd floor of Vietnam's tallest building, so stay tuned for that. If you have any ideas for future videos, then I'd love to hear from them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.